What's going on, guys? This is my lineup that I'm going with tomorrow. I'm just gonna go through it real quick to leave you guys with a short, straight to the point video, and then I'm gonna do another video where I discuss each game in detail and why I like each player. So James Harden, I like tomorrow because he is capable of being the top scorer of the night. The last time they played Chicago, he scored 77, but this is kind of fake. Reason I say that is because this game went into overtime. Also, Jimmy Butler didn't play this game. I guess Jimmy Butler is supposed to be a good defender. Um, but I think this is a triple double for Harden tomorrow. He hasn't triple doubled in a while, just like Westbrook hasn't, and then tonight he did. These guys, you can't count them out from a triple double too long. At least 1 in 10 games, I would say I would give Harden, and he hasn't had one in the last 9. So I think he's due. If you look at it from a numbers point of view, if you look at it from a matchup point of view, he was 1 assist shy from triple double. And he put up 42 points again. Jimmy Butler didn't play, but I still like the matchup tomorrow. They on a little losing streak, aren't they? They just lost 2 straight games. Um, they did have to travel from Houston up into Chicago, but they had a day off to do it and get settled. I think Harden has a good game tomorrow. You won't believe it, guys. I'm going with DeMar DeRozan. For those who's been with me since day one, you know that in my very first video, I played DeMar DeRozan, and he put up like 20 points. Was it this game? Yep. This is when I made my first video, March 4th. He gave me 19 points. Then he followed up with a 29 point, made me feel better. That was yesterday. Um, but tomorrow, I think DeRozan is a must play. I'm playing both guards, and I'm going to cover them together against Atlanta. If you look at the Atlanta team and I highlight them, it's hard for bigs to succeed really against Atlanta. So if you look at their center, they're in the red. They take care of the inside. If you look at the power forward against Atlanta, it's going to show you all bad matchups. But when you get into the guards, you're green. You're green. So guards do well against Atlanta. I was watching the Brooklyn Nets play the Atlanta Hawks, and Schroeder almost gave away the game. Jeremy Lin started going off at the end of the game, and he's out in the corner, off the court, playing thumb wrestling. I don't know what he was doing in the corner, but he's in the corner, just zoned out. On defense, he can be zoned out, and I like both guards for Toronto tomorrow. I think it's a guard game, and I think they'll do well. Um, Shooter, if the other thing I wanted to mention is another reason to caution with DeRozan is the same reason I advise people to caution with like a Jimmy Butler. When your team has two very good players, it makes it difficult for defenses because they don't know who to guard and how to guard them. But when you take away one of those star players and teams focus in specifically on one player, people will say, "Oh, the usage rate go up." And some teams, yes, that matter if there's other players, but outside of DeRozan, um, the Bulls I was referring to, outside of Jimmy Butler, there's no other player that can really um, do anything. So although the usage go up, it's just tough because the defense know what to do, stop Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy Butler is no Russell Westbrook. I think Westbrook could be matchup proof no matter what you do. The thing with all right, so Russell Westbrook will give you 10 assists and 10 rebounds, so his floor is pretty good. So it's always good to play him on any given night, right? If you double up on Westbrook too hard, he's going to dish the ball, and he has players, bigs, that can attack the basket. So you have to kind of lay back off of people like Russell Westbrook just a little bit, give them a little space because they don't need to score for their team to do well. They can be distributors and do well. Jimmy Butler, he doesn't have anyone he could pass it to that can do anything with it. And DeRozan, he does, right? He has Ibaka. He has some pieces around him who can supply some offense. But tomorrow, I think DeRozan has a good game. I'm not gonna not play him because he disappointed me, and I'm gonna get off of that. Spend enough time on DeRozan. He is a good play. Tony Snell. It seems that since what's this guy's name? Um, Beasley. Since Beasley went out, Snell has assumed a larger role in the rotation. More importantly, I think Middleton kind of requires a lot of attention, and it gives Snell a lot of opportunity. In the last two games, he scored 24 and 38. Um, he needs about 23, 24 to hit six times value tomorrow. In two games against Indiana, he played a average of 25 minutes and he averaged just about 25 fantasy points. So he's good for a point per minute, right? The reason I like him tomorrow and I'm rostering him because he's not playing 25 points. He's been playing 30 points, and Jason Kidd is known to screw up his lineups. But in the last 10 games, he played 30 minutes in eight out of those games, and the other two was 23 and 28. So he's getting the minutes, and he's due for a point per minute, and almost bare minimum at 3,800. I trust Tony Snell. Wilson Chandler. Something to be careful about. If you highlight Wilson Chandler name, it's going to be in the red saying that he does not have a good matchup. Their matchup, they're putting him as a small forward, which means he will deal with Crowder, which is not a good matchup, indeed. But truly, he's covering for Kenneth Fareed. He's starting at the small forward. And if you upgrade him to a small forward, he's in the green. He has a very good matchup. And I like it better even if Gallinari sits. He'll be the go-to person for scoring. And in the one game that Chandler played against Boston, he only played 25 minutes and he put up 33. I think you give him 35 to 40 minutes, he'll get you into the 40s, and that's what you need for tomorrow. So I like Wilson Chandler. I played him last night. He disappointed me with 35. If he can give me 35, that's a safe floor, but I'm expecting 40s, maybe up into the 50s for tomorrow. Wilson Chandler's a good play. Nelly Noel's, oh man, I love this play. I never ever planned for a blowout, and I'm not planning for a blowout. If it's not a blowout against the Nets, I still think he gets minutes in the 20s. And we know with good matchup, minutes in the 20s can give you 30s fantasy point with Noel. Now, if it is a blowout, he ends up getting minutes in the 30s, or if they just decide that this is not a game worth risking injuring our stars and they throw Noel out there to get him some acclimated with the plays. He's new to the team, get him some experience, and they want to run him out because of the matchup. And they feel like, and mind you, the Nets are without Brook Lopez, which in my opinion kind of give them an upgrade defensively at the center spot. But hey, um, I think Noel gets a healthy run tomorrow, and I love the position that he's in. I see him making seven. I see him in the 40s tomorrow, if not 50s. I think tomorrow is the day that people really regret not playing Noel, and you guys should have him in the lineup as well. Corey Joseph, I kind of mentioned with DeRozan. Quincy AC. Um, the thing is with Quincy AC, right, is in the last 10 days, he's been averaging 16 minutes and he's averaging 15 points. To the last game he played 22 minutes, he had 24 points. The other game, he hasn't had any other games other than that. But we know that he can play 13 minutes, give you 16. The matchup is not there for him, but I like him tomorrow for the bare minimum because Brook Lopez is out. And if a guy's gonna get extra run, they might start him. I don't. I know they like to bring Booker off the bench and Quincy AC. They might start him. They might not. And as other values open tomorrow, he'll be the first one I excuse me, the first one I move out if I find better value. It's just that I don't know. As I was picking my lineups and I'm going through his logs and I'm looking at the situation, Bigs against Dallas, of course, we know they clamp down and it's just a bad matchup. The thing is, with Brook Lopez out, it opens up. Let's look at Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez is taking about 20 shots a game, 18, 19, a lot of shots. Someone has to take those shots. I think Quincy AC gets a healthy amount of minutes, and I think he at worst give you six-time value with 18 fantasy points tomorrow. And Jeremy Lin is going to be the leader of that team tomorrow. Brook Lopez, their franchise quote unquote, is out. I think they go to Jeremy Lin to kind of lead them tomorrow, and to have three players from this game, which probably turn into a blowout, I feel okay about it. I'm confident about it. I will put a lot of money into this lineup that I have right here. I like Jeremy Lin. He's gonna be low owned. It's Dallas, and people are gonna count them out. But the thing with Jeremy Lin, he has a safe floor. All right, 20s, I think for the most part. 25 can be his floor, and then we know his ceiling is up into the 40s, into the 30s. It'd be six-time value for me. I think Jeremy Lin can do it tomorrow. Um, don't count him out, man. The guy's full of confidence. He's going to play a lot of minutes, and the team is going to look to him to lead them in a tough matchup on the road. I like Jeremy Lin. Um, so this is my lineup for tomorrow. If you like the video, get your friends to subscribe. We didn't do good today. It was just a bad slate. Kawhi Leonard got hurt. Um, I will be full of crap if I blame my lineup not doing good with Kawhi getting hurt because Barbosa didn't really do too well. Steven Adams was just he was doing okay. I thought he had more. I was surprised when I looked and saw that he only had 18 fantasy points because he was pulling down boards and scoring. Patty Mills didn't do anything. Gibson in the starting lineup didn't do anything. He is in the doghouse. I'm just disappointed to know that he's so good and can't provide. I mean, I don't know. So this is where my team kind of went sour. I should have had LeBron, Westbrook, stack, stayed away from. Shout out to Gundacker, man. He's somebody that I listen to his live streams on a nightly basis. Um, Very good information. Um, and I didn't do well tonight. Hey, um, I do like to say I don't do well when it comes to injuries or lineup locks screwing me. Tonight, I'm going to use the injury excuse because Kawhi did get hurt, but that had nothing to do with my lineup. One good decision I did make late is change the lineup that I had on my channel when I heard Tobias Harris was starting. If Tobias Harris starts, he's like a must play for me. I played him, he hit value, but these guys just couldn't pull it home for me. And so that's it. This is the lineup that I have preliminary as value open up with injury reports. I'll make another one closer to lock, and I should be debuting my live stream tomorrow. I do have a lot of running around to do, so I might not be active on the YouTube chat. I gotta go make some ends meet, but I think I'll go live closer to lock. All right, good luck, guys.